Good afternoon. Fabian Onetti with the Musings of Winston. We have a little bit of bad video, I'm sorry. What's wrong? One second. Oh, it looks like, okay. The audio is, the video is less important than the audio. So if you can hear me well, that's what it counts. A little sunburn today. Beautiful weather here in New York City. And we had basically the end of the reporting of earnings for Q1. Names like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's reported. They all reported pretty well, very, very good numbers, and really top line and bottom line. So clearly good numbers. And not only the numbers for the quarter were good, but also in all the cases the companies mentioned a very healthy consumer, solid growth, solid perspectives for the coming quarter. So really interesting. But probably the week was the week of crypto. Slowly little bad news were getting together. President Biden getting the IRS really to clamp down. Senate Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen last week talking about the need to be sure that these things don't are disruptive or too speculative or create issues for the financial system. And finally, China came and said, listen, we don't like them. We don't like the mining that apparently more than 60% is done in China. Elon Musk saying, honestly, this thing is really energy intensive. It's not a great idea if I'm doing electric cars on one side and most of this thing is done consuming tremendous amount of old school coal. So anyways, huge correction, 30-40%. A lot of the side friends like PayPal, Tesla, Coinbase also affected to a degree. But in the post, I think this volatility is here to stay. If you're involved, get ready. But also clearly the view that some large institutional investors are getting involved. So we'll see. Again, this is huge rally still if you think from the very beginning, but certainly a tremendous amount of volatility. So we'll follow up. We'll see what's the story. There were the minutes of the FOMC, which although they were prior to the bad employment number and the bad CPI number, we still think that the Fed is trying to prepare to see how we're going to stop or taper this program of bond buying. Obviously, we're not even talking about moving rates, but how we're going to telegraph that when the moment is there. Be careful. Remember, Chairman Powell still is strongly of the view that the economy is not there yet, is not where it needs to be, especially in terms of employment. So we'll see. There were some reactions in the bond. That's where we made a comment, because the bond did have some reactions on the issue. Okay, so that's something that we're looking into that. Give me 1 second. Okay, there is something wrong with this system. Okay, that doesn't matter. We were looking at the CPI numbers. We look very much so. The composition, there is a lot that it has to do with, there is something here that's not working, sorry. The composition of CPI, you'll see it on the email later on in terms of looking at, we're going to be chasing this issue with inflation for months to come. One number is not, doesn't make the whole story, but, we'll see, housing, transportation, food, entertainment, apparel, all the elements that are kind of relevant in terms of this, and we need to kind of see what's the story going on there. Let me go here. We have a little bit of a problem. Okay, why this is not moving? The other thing is like the Nasdaq woke up finally. People were, very worried about that situation. These companies reported great numbers, great story, and finally, they woke up. So we've been saying that at Winston for a while. Facebook, Google, Amazon, all with great, spectacular numbers. So very positive for that side. We like it a lot. In emerging markets,